techniques, building a web page entry for the Innovation Portal is easy and allows functionality to be added, like links to websites where research or articles exist, or things like video or pop out of larger images right there on your Innovation Portal page. This particular tutorial is simply about adding text. We're going to build show an example of building the entry that you see on the screen there, and we need to have these couple of ideas in mind about any web page, really. A web page is just a collection of artifacts. In this case, it offers pictures and text. So pictures that you upload from your hard drive that you envision putting on your page, and then also text that you may have created on a word processor so that you could use the spell check and grammar and those kinds of things. So we're going to focus on using two tools today, and focus again on including text. The two tools I want to mention or draw your attention to, once you're in the edit mode, the red circle in the upper left hand corner, are going to be something called tables. Now, tables are essentially creating something like a spreadsheet or a grid on your screen that allows you to better align the pictures and text that you want presented to judges, your teachers, to anyone who's viewing your work on the Innovation Portal. And the second thing is something called paste from Word. This is a function that strips away all of the invisible formatting from a word processor and allows a browser to show just plain text, and then allows you also to add formatting from within the browser. So let me show you what that looks like. We'll pull the PowerPoint to the side, and then first of all I want to show you what the text would look like without the paste from Word function. So here we are in an Innovation Portal portfolio, and we clicked on the Edit tab, and we're going to stretch out the body of the text here. And let's say I'm going to bring over into view a word processing document where I've created some text, and I'm just going to highlight that. And so again, you probably want to use this for spell check and grammar check. That will fix the word tools. And now I'm going to copy out the text, Control C, and then I'm going to slide it to the side, and it seems pretty natural to hit Control V. And when we do that in the edit mode here, I'll squish this up a little bit so you can see it better. I'm going to hit Control V, and the text seems to paste in just fine. But all of the information about what font that was, where the paragraph breaks were, what size it was, is also been copied over. It's just that we can't see it. And you can get a sense of what that looks like when we ask the Innovation Portal or any web page browser to render all of that information. And what we get is all of this. This information talks about style definitions and all these things, because the browser didn't know what to do with that information, so it just presented it. There's the text at the bottom. So the button I mentioned at the beginning, the paste from Word, will strip away all of this information and just leave you with the text. So let me show you how that's done. Here's our example that we would like to build from scratch, and I also mentioned something called a table, and you can get some sense of that here if you look at these kind of grid patterns around here. We're going to do some text next to some picture, which is very typical, and then a big body of text, and then some text and yet another picture kind of over here. So we're going to put some tables in there, and we're going to copy our text out from the word processor, and we're going to kind of place it in this cell using the paste from Word function, and then we can highlight and do some other things. So let me show you how that's done. I'm going to click inside here and select all, and then we're just going to delete it, and then we're back to a blank screen. The first thing I want to do is use the insert table function, which looks like a small spreadsheet with a pencil next to it. If you mouse over it, it says insert or edit table, so we'll click on that. And we want to envision up at the top we had a picture and some text, so we had two columns, one for the picture, one for the text, but only one row. So I'm going to highlight this and say I would like a little table with just two columns and only one row, please. I'm going to click the insert button, and that throws a little table on the screen over here to the left. I'm going to stretch that out to the size of my work area, and then I have a cell over here and a cell over here. Again, I'd like to put pictures here and some text there. Let's do the picture first, though I will have another video here on how to upload and insert pictures. You have to upload the pictures from your file, from your desktop from your laptop onto the innovation portal, and then from there insert them wherever you'd like them in your portfolio. We're going to do that with this picture right here. What I've done is I've said I'm interested in this cell, so I'm going to click insert that picture, and if it's a bit large I'm going to shrink it down to something that I would like visually. And what that did is it throws the other cell over here. You can still see it. So I've clicked into that cell, and now for the entering of text. So again, we're going to bring our word processor over, and we're going to highlight that text that we were interested in. This could describe that picture. This could be information from you to your readers or to the judges about that picture, what to look for in it, how you got started on your project, that kind of thing. So I'm going to hit Control C or copy, and I'm going to slide this out of the way again. And then I'm going to go and click in that cell. Now the natural thing to do would be to hit paste, but again it will throw all that formatting in there. So this is where we're going to use the paste from Word icon, which though small is right there. It's a little file folder with the Word icon, and if you mouse over it, it shows paste from Word. It gives you this screen, and it says, okay, use Control V on your keyboard or paste, and paste the text into the window. So we'll do that. Control V. And then we're going to insert the text, and remember we had the bar sitting in that cell saying we'd like to insert it there. And when we do, it pastes the text in what's known as plain text right there for you to begin working with, and it removes all that formatting. So let's take a look at what that looks like. I'm going to click Save and let the Innovation Portal render that. And this is what your judges, your teacher, or others would see when you build an Innovation Portal account. So they would see the picture and the text. Now we can go back and highlight some of the text, change its size, change its color, those kinds of things. We'll go back into edit mode, and we will stretch this out a little bit. I'm going to put another table down here, that large body of text I mentioned before. Stretch it out one more time. We're going to go back in again using a table, which is now I've lost my own table. There we go. There we are. The table, the insert table, I'm going to click on that, and since I want just one large body of text, I really only want one column and one row this time. So kind of like building like Legos. And if the insert button isn't visible, you just stretch down this window a little bit and say one column, one row, please insert and make me a table. There it is. I'm going to click on that, grab the edge and stretch it out to the size of the table on top. Go back over to my Word document, and this time I'm going to take the larger paragraph. There it is. Control C. And again, it's just fighting the urge to Control P or paste it, the work in there with all of the formatting. The first thing we'll do is we'll go back up to paste from Word or paste from the word processor. Control V, paste the text inside there, and then insert it. And when we do that, it strips away again all that formatting. So before I render all that, I'll do that last part that I promised, that we're going to put another table like the one on top, but we're going to reverse the text and the picture. So we'll go and choose to put in a table. Again, 2 columns, but only 1 row. And insert button is hidden. We'll insert that. And again, like Legos, we're going to stack them all up on top of each other, but we have our 2 cells. This time we'll put the picture on the right-hand side. To do that, I'll scroll down and say, okay, I've uploaded this picture previously. That's the one I want to use. I'll insert it in that cell, and then bring down its size a bit. And though it's hidden, the cell to the left is still there. If you squint, you can see the little bar to the left. I'm going to squeeze some text in there again. I'm going to grab our word processing document, Control C, skip to the side. Again, make sure that we're over in that section. Scroll up to find the paste from Word function, Control V, and insert that text, and it will align itself nice and easy. So instead of rendering it, I'm going to do one more thing. Once the text is in plain text, like I mentioned before, you can do things like highlight some of the text and come up here now and change the style, or highlight some words if you wish that you'd like your readers to kind of zoom in on. We'll make some red text there. And this time I'll save it and we'll render it, and we'll show you what it looks like to a reviewer or a judge. In this way, the using tables and using the paste from Word function to strip away all of the formatting, you get a nice clean entry into the Innovation Portal. And in other videos we'll show you how to click on a picture and make, say, the picture of the graph, show you the full size of that graph, so within the portfolio, so a reader can inspect that and then kind of shrink it back down and continue reading. And we'll show you how to insert videos and other things as well in documents. So thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to use the paste from Word function.